What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. All right, sorry it's been so long, but I have tried to record this game now for 4 times since I last uploaded to let you guys know about the rebranding of the channel. And there's been some other stuff still going on. I'm still dealing with my whole rebranding and all that kind of stuff, which we'll get into in later games and later times. But here we are. Again, we're going to try to bring you Police Chief Simulator in the Prologue. I tried to do this a couple days after it came out, but I just told you this is now the 4th time I've tried to record this and something went wrong. So let's hope we get it done today. All right, if you look on the right-hand side, it does tell you Police Chief Simulator next steps. It also tells you the Car Dealer Simulator Auto Fleet Update is now out and the free Prologue for this game is out. Let's take a look real quick what it says for the next steps, because before that said the game was coming out in June. And so it does say, hello, Chiefs. With the Prologue behind us, work on the upcoming Police Chief Simulator demo is moving forward at full speed. Today, we're bringing you a small teaser of what's happening behind the scenes in Winston Springs. So what we'll do is I'll save that to the very end. And if you want to see that, then go ahead and stay to the very end of the video. I will open that at the end, and then we'll go through that. I don't want to ruin anything if you haven't seen the Prologue yet. But it did say before that the game was, not the game, but the demo was coming out in June. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do a new game. You see the several titles use 2 different saves. I've tried to save this. We're going to go with the 3rd slot. Let's go ahead and get it cracking. All right, Prologue intro. You have been appointed as the new chief of police in Winston Springs. Head to the ruined police station and rebuild it back to its former glory. Clean up, renovate, and open for business. Register cases, expand them on the evidence board, and gain money for sending case files to HQ. The future brings even more, but this is just the Prologue. Have fun. So here we are. Everything's looking good. Let's go ahead and hop into our van here. Here's our controls. Of course, the standard ones: WASD to drive, spacebar for brake, toggle lights L, horn with H, first person camera C, and press E to exit the vehicle. So let's go ahead and head over to the police station. If anything's too loud, please feel free to let me know. We'll get that all adjusted. But as you can tell, yes, this is Winston Springs, the same town that Car Dealer Simulator is in. You should stick around. If you're looking around, you should see some familiar places here. So the devs in deep collaboration with Gas Monkey. Let's go ahead and hop out. Power loss. So first thing to open the door, it says we need to grab this crowbar. Tells you how to use your crowbar. Tools menu tab. Use the crowbar on planks. Doors unlock. So all the mouse button here. All right, so let's go to tab, select our crowbar, just like every other game like this. And let's tear down some wood planks. And open the door. Power loss. So we'll go ahead and put our crowbar away for the time being back to the hand. We need to go and restore some power. Here's our power box. And it looks like our switch is right there. Boom. Close the door and let's go answer the phone. Welcome, Chief. We finally reached your line, so it seems that you got that old place up and running. Fantastic news. Your next task is to get rid of all of the trash in the registration room, as we are preparing a furniture package to be delivered to you. We also transfer some money to your account. This will help you cover your cleaning expenses. Spend it wisely, keep up the good work, and we'll contact you soon. All right, so let's start cleaning up. It says pick up the trash can. Use the trash can tab. Use the trash can of small trash debris you collected. I was filling up with the mouse button as usual. So standard controls. Go ahead and pick up this broom. Same thing, wooden broom. Tab to select it, and the left mouse button to use. So let's go ahead and get our trash can out and start picking stuff up. The one thing I do hope that happens either in the demo or definitely in the full game is that what you just read with the dialogue with the person calling you is actually voice acted. I know it is a different company that does this than what we have in Car Dealer Simulator. But the one thing I do like about that is everything in that game, you know, is voiced. So let's hope that that does happen. All right, looks like we just got a trash bag full there. We'll throw that out here in a minute. Make sure we got nothing else to pick up around. We're only at about 0%. So and the reason that is because all the furniture you see here too is exactly trash as well. So you have to break it down with the crowbar while holding in the left mouse button until you see that circle complete. All right, someone is waiting at the parking barrier. Deliveries and communal services like garbage trucks need the barrier to be open to enter the parking lot. Over the barrier, approach it and press the left mouse button. Barriers close automatically. So we'll do that after we pick up all of our trash here. But all right, guys, thanks for being with me trying to reopen this channel. Ran into a lot of obstacles here. We did start a couple series I do intend to finish, but right now a lot of brand new games is coming out. So I'm going to hop over and try to get these out to you guys, and then we'll go back to the games that's already out that we've already done. So far, we have completed I Am Jesus Christ. If you guys haven't seen that one yet or watched everything there, please go back and watch that. It is an actual very great game, especially if you do believe. And if you don't believe, maybe this is the time to get you to believe. But whatever you believe in, I think that I Am Jesus Christ has been one of the most phenomenal games that I have played from an indie studio, just because of the way that it was done, everything being accurate and factual. So like I said, there's a couple of more games we got that I'm going to be bringing out for you guys because of the fact that they're brand new. A lot of them are just demos or in process of releasing. So we'll get that, and then we'll start trickling back. You know, we do have the WWE 2K series that I would like to finish, as well as Car Dealer Simulator for sure, because there's a lot of things that is going on around that game right now as well. All right, so we move over to this pile here. Everything you see here is going to be trash. As you look, as we pick this up, you see our meter does or should start going up. There's a lot of stuff in here. All right, so once we get all this cleaning done, it's just like Car Dealer Simulator. After you get to a certain point, it'll just say that it's done. You just hit the left mouse button, it does it itself. So you don't have to really push the broom or anything like that. You just got to get in the vicinity where it is. Push the left mouse button. All right. It's only 1%. All right, so what we'll do is we'll clean all this stuff up. As you can see, there's a lot of money that's laying around. So we can collect money. Right now we're at $538, but as we go along with this, there will be a lot of money to pick up. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish cleaning all this stuff up, and then we'll come back so you don't get bored by watching clean. This is the same things we do in any other game like this, so you're not missing anything. So we'll be right back as soon as we get through cleaning up all this mess. All right, we're at 99%. I just wanted you guys to see after I clean up these last couple of spots what it transforms into. So we're almost done here. Just get these last couple spots off the floor, and we should hit that 100% mark. And one more here. All right, we are 100% clean. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out and get our delivery truck. So we go here, just hit the button here, let him in. And this should be our furniture. As you can see at the top left, we're now at $688. Then we started out with like 500. That's all from picking up the trash and then finding the money that was there. The one thing I do like about this, we're gonna find out, is how to furnish the room. So every workstation needs furnishing equipment. After unlocking the room, furniture needs to be ordered for it to be functional, and furniture can be brought from the telephone or by going to the pawn shop. Bought furniture boxes need to be placed in the highlighted area while having the furniture box in hand. So we're just gonna basically walk in here and it's gonna highlight where it goes. So it's gonna be the most easiest furnishing job you've ever did in the game. So right here, we just go here, click the box, boom, opens, box disappears. Can't be any easier than that. So we'll go ahead and get the rest of our furniture here. While we're doing that, I do want to give the shout out to the development and the producer of this game, which is Perfect Circle. Their team is the one that's doing this, another indie team, I do believe. They are in direct collaboration, as I said, with Gas Monkeys, because we are in Winston Springs, which again, like I said, is where Car Dealer Simulator is. It's going to be fun to see what they do or what they can do. You know, we're going to have police roaming around now, or if somehow the games are going to both intersect with each other. Are we going to be able to see our own dealership in that? You know, there's a lot of questions that are surrounding now that they are both in the same town. You know, are we going to have some type of murders or something happen in Car Dealer Simulator, or is the guy that keeps stealing our stuff going to be able to go to jail? So things remain to be seen. All right, so here is our newly put together police station. Everything is ready to go now. Looks great. Let us go answer the phone, which is now moved over here. Howdy, Chief. Been busy, haven't you? Guess you could use some rest after all that cleaning. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to arrange something proper for you. But don't worry, though. Someone was living in the station while it was closed. You can use his mattress for now. And in the meantime, we'll arrange something better for your back, over and out. All right, so it's telling us that we can go sleep. Sleeping restores your energy and passes time to the next day. In the sleep, you need to find a bed, use the old mattress as the office, and in the furniture, or in the future, I'm sorry, some better accommodations will be available. So we're gonna go over here now as instructed and go ahead and sleep to the next day. See what that brings. Here's our summary screen. We had no cases, none of that today. We just basically cleaned. So don't expect anything to move there. Our total income was $188, what we picked up from doing the trash, and we didn't spend any. So that's why there's a -0. We didn't spend any money. Let's go ahead and start the next day. All right, we start by waking up to a phone. So let's go over here and get it. It's run again, Chief. Slept well. We're nearly there. Just some last equipment needed before we finally reopen. We need fax, shredder, and some paper forms to start registering new cases. You can get all of those in the local pawn shop. Give it a visit and say hi to old Tony from me. Hope he's not into anything shady again. Call you later. Bye. All right. So before I left off Car Dealer Simulator, I think I did introduce this to you guys, but Tony is going to be in the game as well as the pawn shop. So I did drive you guys over there and actually show you the actual pawn shop. And before we go to Tony's, let me just show you this so that you guys definitely know that we are in fact in Winston Springs. So here's the motel. You guys should be all familiar with that. And then if we go directly across over here, and then we're gonna hook this right, you will see the car dealership to your left. Now, of course, it is in the stage that it was in when we first started playing Car Dealer Simulator. It is just nothing, right? So, you know, ours is all built up. So here's the car dealership as it was when we first got it. So I'm hoping, I don't know how they would do that because of correlation with files and all that kind of stuff, but I'm hoping somehow we'll be able to see our own dealership in here when we're playing this game, or if we can't see our own, at least a more fixed up model of that to represent Winston Springs. But here's the pawn shop right here, as I showed you guys before, that now is going to be open to us. Wasn't open to us in Car Dealership Simulator yet. So let's go in, talk to old Tony. They said we needed registration forms. So we're add a couple of those to the cart. Said we needed a fax machine and a shredder. And that's all it said we needed at this point. So let's see if that's true. All right, we're going to buy these items. All right, so placement mode helps you place items held in hand mode more precisely. So placement mode can be entered by pressing the control while having an item in hands. Items in placement mode can be rotated with the mouse wheel, and to place an item, press the left mouse button. So basically, we're going to go ahead and grab, let's see, this shredder. We go to this back door here. Then we're going to hit control for placement mode. So where it's green, we can place it. Where it's red, we cannot. So we're going to place the shredder right here, turn it over that mouse button, and we're going to get our other piece here. Same with the fax machine. And with our paper that came in the one box, just a double box. All right, so we're all ready to go back now and get this all set up. As you see, people's already coming into the station. We'll go ahead and carry these forms in first. Now, here is what I wish the dev would have told us. First of all, you have to go back into placement mode to put down the box. And then you can open the box with the left, or I'm sorry, with the right mouse button. And then we can fill up the forms. Then we can also close that box back. So there's still forms in there. And it's fine. Chief, the time has finally come. The Winston Springs Police Station is ready to register its first criminal cases. Great work. This brings us to the next task. Document and send the case files to the HQ. Use the fax machine to transfer the documents to us. You'll receive a bonus for the case files as long as they won't have any errors. And as we develop the station, we will become less reliant on HQ and can start solving cases here. The excitement. Catch you later, Chief. All right, so Chief just told us what we could do. They want us to open the store. Before we do that, we're going to bring in the rest of our stuff that we need, which is going to be the shredder and the fax. So here's the shredder. Once again, if you guys are playing this in the prologue, you can't just, you see there's nothing that's highlighting to put it down. And if you hit the right mouse button, you're just going to throw it. So you have to go into placement mode to place the shredder underneath. And you have to do the same thing for the fax machine. The devs does not tell you this or give you any instruction for this, as you've seen in any part of the game. I had to figure that out by trial and error over the 4 times that I ended up doing this, because I'm like, how come I can't put this down? So that is why. So remember, you have to be in placement mode. Something in the future, devs, I hope that you do in the demo. Let's go ahead and flip up the sign to open, and we're going to go ahead and take our first cases. All right, so here is our first gentleman. Case registration is the first front of the station. Register cases by stamping the green stamp. You have to make sure there's no mistakes. Reject cases with mistakes with the red stamp. Don't forget to mark the rejection cause and use the magnifying glass to help you spot the mistakes, but this will cost you energy. Send the accepted cases to the HQ by the fax. This earns you money and reputation, and achieve the rejected and invalid cases in the shredder. And so now here's what I've been doing. You can see on the left, right over here is our energy wheel. You have to go through, make sure all this matches up. And here's the magnifying glass that you can use to verify that. I only use this usually when I make mistakes, and I'll show you if there's a mistake, and I'll show you why. So his name is Ralph Martinez. That looks good. 3546 Cedar Way, Winston Springs, 98104. That's good. 710720. He's a male. His license number is 2245865. You have to be this meticulous. If you miss anything, then you get dinged for it. There are frequent short visits to the apartment. Okay, that's his complaint. And then the occupation, construction worker, his criminal record is none, and case approval. So that all looks good to me. We're going to stamp it approved. And it says that we did that correctly. So that's going to be one file that says we have to send at least one to HQ. We'll send this one. And phone rings, so answer that. Hey, Chief, got some good news for you. You can get rid of that old mattress at the bottom of the office or the back of the office. We managed to rent an apartment for you in the local motel. Check it out. The keys are under the doormat. Oh, and remember to come back to the station after. I'll have a new assignment for you ready. Over and out. Now, this is kind of back. We're going to leave here at the moment, and we're going to go over to the motel. Now, I've kind of did this with trial and error too. And the people will still be here when we come back. But I think there is something that actually does happen once you do that. Like he says, come back. So we'll just go over here right now, check out our new room, and then we'll come back and finish taking these cases. Once again, we don't follow no traffic laws here in Winston Springs. All right, here's our new apartment. Key under the mat. And here we are. All right, got a bathroom up in here. Room big enough just for us. And now you see the marker tells us we need to go back to the station. Okay, of course, our phone's ringing. Hello once again, Chief. Hope you like your new room. Don't mind the occasional noises. It's quite busy down there. Anyway, to the point, we need to expand our station's possibilities. It's time to renovate the detective room. Clean up the room, take out the trash, order a garbage truck to take it away. It's probably overflowing by now. So we'll do that after we end the day. She looks mad. Let's see. Kathleen Hall, 1244 Maple Street, Winston Springs. Zip codes, right? 1974-23, female. 07495-316. Suspect is Betty, female, height tall, looks good. We'll stamp her, see if we missed anything. She is accurate. Now we're going to keep these files, and you'll see why later on. Put those in the box. We're just going to give it what it asks, because you already sent the one file that gave us $15. Susan Torres, 7890 Willow Drive, Winston Springs, 85001, 68830, female, 854-20162. Looks good there. And we pass once again. All right, next. Then we have 3 in queue. All right, this is Zachary Wright. 3544 Magnolia Avenue, Winston Springs, 80205, 811111, male, 5090-00711. Expiration, I keep going to check that, but he's good, 9/4/2022. So he looks good. Let's approve him. All right, who is this? This is Carl Sartinez. So that's wrong. Should be Martinez. 1244 Maple Street, Winston Springs, 62704, 71 Ford, 606. That's wrong. Says he's a female. Wrong. 0852459 2011 7. His answer 2013. Now, here's where I use a magnifying glass, and you'll see why this is. So now we know that his name, Carl Martinez, is wrong. It's going to flag it red. We know that his birth date is wrong. We know that his gender is wrong. It appears that his license number 808524591 is correct. Expiration today's date is 7/12/2011. Doesn't expire to 7/5/2013 is right. Now, hopefully we didn't miss anything, but since I already got it out, I'll just go ahead and double check everything else just to be certain that we missed nothing at all, because it'll flash you green. Now, when I put this back down and hit reject, here's where we use the glass here at this point, because now it's going to fill in everything that we have. Now, I do believe his photo should also be bad. Oh, no, because it was a male. So I'm going to keep it at that because it didn't say a female, even though it said the sex was. So if we check that, we got everything we were supposed to. So that's why, because it'll automatically fill these in instead of you remembering which ones you had to check. It always won't fill in the photo or the expiration date, so you have to remember if those are correct or not. But the main things it will fill in for you, which is why I will waste a little energy to do it when there is something that is wrong. All right, so we have 4 more. It's 1:31 in the afternoon. Mary Sanchez, 2137 Yellow Road, Winston Springs, 69420, 7121, female, 9133, 1863, expiration 2017. Everything looks good there. Rebecca, female. All right, and 3 more. All right, we have Michael Wilson, 1666 Palmer Road or Palmer Street, 299582. That is wrong. 671111, female. That is wrong. 583 22977. Expiration is good. So we'll go ahead and flag his name, and we'll flag everything else that we just double check everything. That's good. His birth date we know is good, but his sex is wrong. And his license number should be good. Picture, it should be good, so we should get good. And there we go. The reason I check everything, even though I know it's right, is because there has been times that I have been flagged and said that I didn't get everything. So if I got to pull the magnifying glass out, might as well just go ahead and scan everything just to be on the safe side. We need more forms. We run out a lot of forms here, so we have to order another 2 of those soon. All right, Stephanie White, 5566 Hawthorne Path, Wilson Springs, 12365, 66530, female, 47695 Expiration date looks good. She looks good. Name of the suspect is Jason. We're doing well here today. All right, ma'am. You are Sarah Davis, 8912 Spruce Circle, Winston Springs, 3301, 64131. That's wrong. Female, male, that's wrong. 37, that's wrong. Expiration is okay. So we'll just flag once again everything. You know, her address should be good. Her birth date is wrong. Her gender is, of course, wrong. Her driver's license number is wrong. Expiration date is fine. Picture seems to be fine. Reject. And let's check. We got everything good. Now what I'm forgetting to do is all these rejected files just goes here at the time being, right into the shredder. Put our approved files in the bin down here. This is where some of our money comes from too as well. If we're shredding and sending them to where they need to go. All right. Dorothy Robinson, 8912 Spruce Circle, 3301, 79 1003, female, 930 160 53. Expiration is fine. Her suspect is, well, of course, had to be David. And let's approve that. That's a good file. 3:12 in the afternoon. I think my box is now full though. Here's the other thing I hope they do fix is just being able to drop things. But of course we'll put over here. You have to go back into placement mode even for the file to do that. All right. This is Jessica Campbell, but her name's wrong. They put Isaka. 5566 Hawthorne Path, Winston Springs, 12365, 8127. Male, that's wrong. 68, 350, 499 is right. Expiration is good. But we do our usual. We'll just scan everything to be on the safe side. Sound like somebody was in there laughing. We know that was wrong. We do know that this should be right. So we reject her file. Everything should be good. And it is. All right. We have Larry Jackson, 7788 Quince Road, Winston Springs, Wisconsin. $71 415 male, 3522-3894. Everything looks good. Expiration date is good. We'll step him approved. And he is great. All right. Busy day. Still got 3 people sitting here waiting for reports. Get him here. Randy Sanchez. So we know his name is wrong. 2037 Yellow Road, Winston Springs. 69420. 77721 male. 350 31221. All right. So only one thing here should be wrong, which is his name. We'll just double check to make sure we got the magnifying glass out, which is good. All right, everything looks great. Whoops, I hit the wrong one. That was my mistake. I meant to hit the red, hit the green. So now we have a file that actually, it did reject itself, but we don't get the points for that because I hit the wrong thing. All right, Kimberly Robinson, 3344 Magnolia Avenue, Winston Springs, 802205, 611217, female, 713020021. It's good. So now what happens, now that I feel more confident this with the pieces that is there, I will not only use a magnifying glass just to go over the ones that we need to, because you can see now I am already sleepy. So I should be able to handle at least one more file. Then we have to close up for the day or I'll fall asleep. All right, Mary Sanchez, no, that's wrong. 5346 Cedar Way, Winston Springs, 98104, 751128. Male, that's wrong. 244 98086 is right, 2019. So basically just her name is wrong and gender. We'll hit the right stopper this time. Amy is her suspect. Check it. See right there, not all mistakes. I missed the expiration and the photo. So that's what happens when you miss one. That's there. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just close up shop, just like other games. I think everybody just leaves, and then we're gonna head over to the motel so we can go to sleep before we fall asleep. Didn't mean to hit the rock, but I did. How about you, sleepy? All right, so that ends that day. We did 15 cases that we registered. We sent 1, destroyed 5, got a plus points, 7.5 with the rep. And we made $1,155 and we spent $360. So that was a good day. All right, on to a new day. What we're gonna do first is go ahead and hop in. And we're gonna go ahead and clean up the detective office first. I hit the wrong button. Hit that E. That E always gives me a problem. But we're going to clean up the detective office first. And then we'll get to some more cases. All right, the detective office is right back here. So we'll be back right after we clean up the detective's office. All right, since we're at 100%, we just gotta clean this little spot up here. Pick up the cash when we're done. Other thing I hope the devs does end up adding is some type of like a dolly or a trolley or whatever, so that we can carry things out and bring things in more than one at a time. So like right now, all the garbage bags that was there, I had to carry out one at a time, which is why I decided to fast forward or cut out some of the cleaning so that, you know, it's the same stuff. You guys wouldn't be bored with that. All right, so now we're at 100%. It says you need to go and call the garbage truck. So back to our rotary dial phone. The rotary phone is mostly used to order goods and services without taking your precious time. To contact someone, you need to know his number first. After that, it can be entered by clicking the number on the dial. Numbers are automatically saved after first use in your telephone book. You can click them or click on them to dial them automatically. So we got to type it in the first time. So 123 123 looks like it's going to be the number. All right, new contact's been saved. Do we want garbage collection or disposal for $100? Yes, we do. Hit the left or right mouse button, hang up the phone just to get a phone call. Chief, it's Run again. Are you done with the detective room cleanup? Good. Now we need some new furniture for it. Order new furniture from the pawn shop and furnish the place. You can order them on your rotary phone. Delivery is good. It's going to save you some time. You got this later. So need to call the shop, order a desk, a scanner, an evidence board, and a printer paper. And I need to replenish our forms. So let's go ahead and do 612 555. We need at least another 2 registration forms. I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 things of paper. We do need a shredder and none of this here, but we do need a desk, a scanner, and an evidence board. Then we're gonna go to the cart. Now, here's a cool thing. Unlike car dealership simulator where it charges you money for delivery, so there's no way you can use that when you first start out, here it looks like they don't do that. So as you can see, it's just all the stuff that I ordered and the price for it, and the total is $18.20 to buy all these items. So that's one thing I wish Gas Monkey kind of would have done, but I understand probably why they did it the way that they did. You can't get everything for free, but in here, we get to go ahead and get our order without having to pay charges. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and open for the day while we wait for all the delivery to come. We should still have enough forms right now, which we do, and we'll take some more cases. All right, now let's get her. Carol Taylor, 3344 Magnolia Avenue, Winston, 80205 83 115, female, 574-58797. Photo looks good, 2011. She should be a good case. And indeed she is. And I think, well, you can't see here, but our objective was we have to send 1 new file a day. We'll go ahead and send that file over for 15. And we didn't answer the phone after I called the garbage truck. We did get $1,200 from that. So, all right, Susan Wilson, 1666 Palmer Street, Winston Springs, 29582, 6813, female, 835, 854, 457, Expiration's good. She should be good. Her suspect is Thompson. Oh, not all mistakes filed. Of course, it says her ID, expiration, photo. She looked the same to me, but I guess we got to pay more attention to that. So as you can see, if you don't pay direct attention, you will get tagged. Okay, so it won't let me do that anymore at the moment because the shredder is full, it appears. So let's go and take this out. I think our truck may be here. Let's see. And it is. With all our new furniture. So here's the garbage truck first. All right, sit over long enough. So while the garbage got out of the way, we'll go ahead and take another case here real quick. Pamela Walker, 3546 feet away, Winston Springs, 98104, 64831, female, 05773882. Person looks good. That does look good. And indeed it is. All right, hey, one more here before we go get our furniture. If they move. All right, nobody's moving, so let's go ahead out and grab our furniture here. Looks like a double on the side of the road. Guess the garbage man didn't want to pick that one up, one in the garbage can. I still can get it in there. All right, so this is our cardboard box. I couldn't see what's in it. Let's see. Okay, those are our forms. We'll take those up in here. Another thing is I wish they would just mark things a little bit more so we know exactly what they are, because the forms and the paper both come in the exact same box. Or type of box, I should say. And it's really hard to read up on the top. I believe there should be probably. We'll just sit it here just in case it is not forms, because I did order 2 boxes of those. Okay, this should be our desk. All right, now she's ready to go. Well, she was. You're just gonna look around the office all day. Oh, I guess we're out of forms. All right, that would probably explain it. Oh, here we go. Shirley Young, Palmer Street, Winston Springs. 691008, female, 2944930. That all looks good. Okay, in between, we'll get another one of our packages. Angela Davis, 46 feet away, 98104, 68215. That's wrong. Female, 2016 good, 7688. Picture did look okay. So I think the only thing we have wrong here is going to be her birth date. That was it. Let's go get, I think, our last thing out here. We just reached reputation number 1. And Have to kind of crawl in the truck to get these last two. Perfect. And here's where our fax machine or our scanner is already on the desk. So I forgot about that. Emily Jones, 638 Oak Street, Avenue, 53703 70 511 female, 9661685. That looks good. And let's go grab our last thing out here. And here's our board. And here's our detective office, ready to go. All right, our phone is ringing. Let's go see what they tell us now. Hey, Chief Ron here. I see you're getting a hang of it. That's wonderful. With the detective room, we can start expanding your cases or our cases and get even more commission from the HQ for it. Take a case file from the registration room, bring it to the detective's room, put it up on the evidence board and start working with the case. Send it to the HQ when you're done. Over. So our evidence board helps gather information about the case. To start collecting information on the evidence board, use a case file on the board. This will start the detective room mini game. After activating the evidence board with the case file, you can proceed with expanding the case. First, the case file needs to be scanned and run through the database. This happens automatically. Put the case file into the scanner, close the lid, and press the button to start scanning. Make sure the printer is filled with paper, otherwise nothing will print. Take the printed documents and place it on the evidence board by pressing the left mouse button. Information added to the evidence board needs to be assigned to its slots, victim, suspect, and location. After correctly placing them on the board, you need to connect the dots between the information. When the dots are properly connected, it's time to document the case. After finishing the detective work, the case file can be sent to the HQ for even more income. In the future, we can deal with those locally in the briefing room, but we need to expand to be able to do so. All right, so first thing we're going to do before we take his is we're going to go ahead and I think this is actually the paper, we hope. And we're going to put paper into, I'll pick it back up into the machine here. And then we'll wait on him and then we'll bring his case file because you'll see why in a minute. All right, this is Jonathan Lee, 7788 Quince Road, 97209, 611213, male, 207-685-35. Aspiration looks good. Doing my evening walk, I noticed someone had ripped out the flowers. He looks good. His suspect's name, at least surname, is Moore. Approved. We're gonna take his file because it is now fresh in our brain, and you'll see what I mean by that here in just a second. So we're gonna put his file up on the board. If I hit the right buttons to do so, it's gonna say, "Do you want to start a new case?" We're gonna say yes. And now we're gonna take the file and we're going to scan it in. Now the reason why I decided to pick his is because everything is fresh in our mind. So we take this here, you have to put it on the board first. So we zoom in, it says Daniel Moore, Jonathan Lee. Now they kind of all look almost the same here. So we know that the victim was Jonathan Lee. So we have to drag him there. And Daniel Moore is the suspect. Now here's where they don't give you no clues. Unless you've seen it and I missed it, let me know. It doesn't give you a hint to where the location would be. So it's kind of like a guessing game. So I'm just going to start with number one and see what we get. And if it's right, what you have to do is you have to drag these pins to connect the location that it's showing you. So in those straight lines. If it's right, we have to take a photo of it. And we cracked them the first time. So we're going to hit continue. All right, now we take the case file and we have to fax it. Now, as you can see, there's no fax machine back here. So I'm going to end up buying a second fax machine. We have to walk all the way to the front to fax this over to HQ. And we got $30 for that one. So we went up by $15. Now phone rings now. Howdy, Chief. How's the detective work going? Seems you're doing pretty well. That makes me wonder, what if we tried and push a little further and expand our police station? Glad you agree. We need to gain more reputation, though. HQ won't accept it otherwise. Keep on working on those case files until you gain more reputation. I'll arrange the paperwork here at HQ. Call you later. So he wants to expand out already. So we need to call the renovation company and upgrade the police station level 2. We will do that after the end of the day. So we're going to take her case. Susan Lee, 8912 Spruce Circle, Winston Springs, 30. So address is wrong because of zip code 76113. Sex is wrong 003949929. The expiration is okay. Like the picture, I think was okay as well. Expiration date was good. So we know that this is wrong and her gender is wrong. We check that one and we got everything. So now we're going to throw this one in the shredder. Now, all these other cases that we have, we are going to eventually take them back to the back of the room here. All right, Dale Clark, 6980 Mulholland Drive, Winston Springs, 16499, 86414, male, 7789, 445, 4045, 2011, 2012. He looks good. His suspect is young. Okay, so let's call for, we're gonna go ahead and call Tony's Pawn Shop. Okay, we need another fax machine. So go ahead and get that sent over. Let's take his case file real quick. We pin it to the board. Let that scan in. And we're going to take hers. Patricia Carter, that's wrong. Palmer Street, that's right. 8312, female, 819-48816. Expiration date is way past, and the photo's wrong. So we're looking at a wrong name. We're looking at wrong. No, that's right. We did the case. We're looking at, what else I say? That's good. Expiration date was wrong, but you can't flag that. And photo is wrong. I think that's all that's wrong. So expiration, photo, sex was right. I think that was it. That was it. So that one got rejected. It is time to close the shop for the day. And now what we'll do is go ahead and do this case. So let's get the stuff on the board first. All right, so Dale Clark, Deborah Young. Can't remember who followed this one. We just had Deborah Young. I think this was the Deborah Young one, so that's the case. We'll see quick. Location. We got that one wrong. Location was right, so I can remember which one I picked. That's what I thought. Yeah, we want to repeat it. Yes. So it should have been victim, suspect. I think this location that we did pick. Now it's number 2. We got that one cracked. And then we'll go see if our new fax machine is here. Save us some walking room. Then we need more forms. There's our new fax. You'll put that right there. All right, so here's what looks good. Let's go ahead and continue with another couple cases. Now that's where all of these will come into play. We are now going to have to remember what they are or what they were. So I tried to keep a mental note of that. We'll see how well that serves me. James Walker, Emily Jones. Emily Jones was the victim. James Walker is the suspect. Let's go to location 1. We've been hitting out the park so far. I was not liking that, so go all the way up to the top. Everything got right. All right. So take it, fax it. Now what we're gonna do here, my box is over here. Reach number 2, which is where we needed to reach for the renovation. So we're gonna go ahead and call for renovation. 369 777. All right, do we want to upgrade? We do. So we're gonna click the upgrade button, hang up the phone, and here is our upgraded station. Go ahead and answer the phone. Chief, as you probably noticed, we're rejecting a lot of cases with errors. We need to do something about that. I left my favorite pin on the desk at registration for you. Try correcting the mistakes in future reports. It'll make things easier. Thanks. All right, so now we have the power to correct mistakes. So I can only carry one at a time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna carry one of these files back here. We're gonna go ahead and put it on the board. So we want to start a new case. We'll go ahead and scan it. So when we come in the office tomorrow, be ready to go. Then I'm gonna bring another. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna exchange boxes. I don't think I get anything else more in this box, as I can't. So what we'll do is we'll send the rejected ones where they're supposed to go into the footer. I'm gonna take this whole box and we're going to just exchange it. So we'll take the empty box here and put it out front, and take the full box and put it in the back here. As you can see, here's what our new renovation is going to be. We go upstairs here, have a top. So this is what our new renovation is going to look like. All right, meanwhile, it's time to go. So let's go and start for the end of the day. And then we'll start the next day here. Fresh and renewed. Dude, you saw I was backing up. Guess I forgot to close my door this morning. All right, not a bad day. 10 cases, 3 expanded, 4 cases sent, 5 destroyed. 0.25% on our reputation. So we're at 2 still. 641 was our total income because we spent that 2040 there. All right, so we'll start the next day. All right, so back to a new day. Let's go ahead and head over to the station. Do our objectives for the day, which is correct mistakes. We got correct 5 mistakes on the files today with the new pin that we got from Ron. And we'll see if it costs us any energy. I don't believe it costs us, I'm all on the sidewalk here. I don't believe it costs us any energy to use that pin, but we'll find out. So the easy way to do that is to get out, go in and open the day. So this is supposed to cut down on us rejecting files. So then that'll actually make us more money because we have more cases that we can then solve. But wait, let's go back in the back here, see if we can solve this one real quick. We got to get our files first from the printer. Dorothy Scott, Shirley Young. I believe Shirley Young was the victim. Dorothy was a suspect. Let's see. There's another thing I wish that that they do in the final game is the ability to reopen the file to see who was who. We got it right the first time. So that's good. Go ahead and fax this one over. We're gonna take out another file. Do the same thing. Go ahead and scan it, and we'll see if we have anybody waiting for us out front. But yeah, the ability to be open the file to relook at the names would be very helpful. All right, you are correcting mistakes. The pin has been unlocked in the case registration. Use the pin to correct mistakes made by citizens and increase the number of cases accepted. Mistakes in personal data can be corrected in the case approved. Cases with incorrect expiration dates and photos cannot be corrected and must be rejected. So it's going to cost us a little bit of energy because like we have to use the magnifying glass to activate the pin. So let's see, we got Carol Jackson, 1122 Juniper Street, 28202, 75130, female, 17907121, 2000. So expiration dates, they said, cannot be changed. She is out of date. So that's the only thing I see that's wrong. So we do have to reject her. We can't correct it. So expiration date is what we saw, and that was it. So we have no choice but to reject her because we cannot do anything with a bad expiration date. Inside shutter is full. We'll just take that and toss it over here for now. All right, Joshua Green is wrong. So we can correct that. 3546 Cedar Ray, Winston Street, 98104 80. That's wrong. Male. License number can't do anything anyway, but that's a good expiration. So we have to use a magnifying glass to highlight Joshua Green. And what else is wrong? His birth date. These two things we can. So we take the pen here and we change that to Joshua Green. We change his birth date. Everything else looked good. We should be able to stamp that approved now. His photo. All right, so we couldn't change his photo anyways. So I guess I'll pay better attention to the people that I'm looking at because I just look at the photos to be the same. So we did correct 2 mistakes with the 5. Barbara Campbell, we know that's wrong. So what I'm gonna do is just correcting these as we go across them. So we know Barbara Campbell is wrong. Go ahead and correct that. And 6980 Mulholland, 16499, 651022 female. They look like her, so approve. All good. 2 more mistakes to correct. All right, we got Michelle Johnson, 2345 Birch Road, Winston Springs, 67. So that's wrong. Correct that for her. She's female, 3378 49014, 2025. Photo looks straight. No, since the photo was off, address and license number. Smith does all the way around. All right, well, we got one more to correct, but you see we have to be very meticulous in this game. All right, take a good look at him. All right, that looks like him. Logan Young, 2137 Yellow Road, Winston Springs, 69420, 67428. We know that that is wrong. Couldn't correct that for him here. Female. We know that is wrong. There you go and correct that. G379115. Think that's good. So prove him, answer the phone. But because the phone's bothering me, license number was wrong. All right. You did achieve. The police station never worked that well, even when I was in charge of it. Now I know you are the best pick for this job. The police station is in good hands. I feel we have a great future in front of us. Now, that is the prologue. So this was just a short prologue in which you could experience the first moments of the game. The final game would be expanding on that and adding more open world content and police activities. The police station is not the only place where the action takes place. Again, thanks for playing our game. It means everything to us. We hope you like it. Remember to wishlist our game or our full game, Police Chief Simulator, on Steam. Thanks, Perfect Circle Team. So we're going to end this video here, but here's a glimpse of what's coming. Build your team. Hire police officers to help you run the station and patrol Winston Springs. Take care of their morale and gear. Expand the police station. Earn reputation and expand your police station from a small outpost without any autonomy to a fully fledged police station with holding cells, interrogation rooms, and much more. Hunt criminals. Go out of the station and experience some police action. Write fines, question civilians, hunt and chase criminals, take part in car chases and shootouts, and explore Winston Springs. Hunt down criminals, explore crime scenes, respond to calls while out on patrol. You are the chief, and Winston Springs is your city. So I'd like to answer some of our questions. We're going to be able to hold criminals. We're going to be able to go out and hunt down some criminals, get some cases. Going to be beautiful. All right, so that was the prologue. We're going to go ahead and save and end here. I did promise you that we would take a look at the dev notes at the end. So let's go and do that now. All right, here we are in what they are calling the next steps. It says, hello, Chiefs. With the prologue behind us, work on the upcoming Police Chief Simulator demo is moving forward at full speed. Today, we're bringing you a small teaser of what's happening behind the scenes in Winston Springs. No specifics, no spoilers, just a bit of atmosphere from the areas currently under construction. Some rooms you already know well, but their story is far from over. The halls of the station are slowly filling with new possibilities. So this is the detectives' rooms you've already been in. This is the room right across that we did get the expansion for. And then here's some holding cells, looking at some holding cells. Behind certain doors, work continues late into the evening. Lights flicker, chairs shuffle, and some holding cells are just waiting for their first visitors. So here's a look at our holding cells. Winston Springs staff aren't standing still either. Literally every team needs a place to operate, from tools to work with, and locker rooms where more than just uniforms may end up stored. This is just a small taste of what's coming. If you want to see these rooms in action and discover their roles, stick with us for the upcoming devlogs. There's a lot to reveal. We would like to thank you for playing our game. It means a lot to us. If you like what we're cooking, make sure to leave a review and feedback. It helps us all a lot. Leave a review and help us improve the full version of the game. Over and out. Remember to add Police Chief Simulator to your wish list. All right, so what I may do, people, is I don't think I may touch this one again until after the full release comes out, unless something really big happened. I'm kind of creator. I don't like to give you guys a whole lot of spoilers. And if they're going to put a lot of this stuff in the prologue, but they're going to perfect it, I'd rather wait until they release the full game. I think it benefits everybody. But we know we have to be meticulous. I got to pay more attention. We'll do a lot better when the full game comes out. I will keep tabs on the prologue. I will give you guys updates if you guys want. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this, if you do want to see if they add things like the sales and all that to the prologue. If you want to see that, I will bring you that before the full game. All right, once again, thanks for looking at this video. Hope you guys got some ideas what's going on. The Perfect Circle team is working really hard to do this. Go ahead and wish list this game, Police Chief Simulator. We'll be back with some other games, including Car Dealer Simulator soon. I know times is rough right now, especially some things that just happened in the Supreme Court, but we together as a people can get through anything. Keep your head up, stay blessed, and always remember, be good to yourself and each other. Peace, love, keep rocking out. I'll catch you guys on the next one.